Nick, you are such a whore. Whore. What's up, everyone? It's your girl. I am Kaya, and I'm back with another video. Today, we're talking about Love Island episode 4. Really great episode. We got two more bombshells, and I got my thoughts on that. But this season is really eating it up. I know if you guys see something different, you guys got my microphone because some people have been telling me I have been like a little sound issue. So hopefully this does well. I tested it out. It does sound very, very clear. It's just weird because I like talking my hands a lot, so I gotta hold this in my hand. But let's hope that I can do this, y'all, because it's very new. Because I have nowhere to really sit it down though. But yeah, guys, really great episode. Love Island, you guys are doing your shit, and I'm so glad you guys are posting the episodes on time. Thank you for that. And I'm so ready. The After Suns, I don't know if I'm gonna do those. Yeah, I ain't doing those. I'm so ready for Sunday night because if I heard that correctly, are they voting out two girls? If they voting out two girls, I really don't want the only two girls that can go is the two new bombshells because I don't want none of the originals to go home. And yes, Sierra is an original, okay? But before I get into this episode, y'all, remember, like, comment, share, and subscribe, okay? Let's go ahead and push out these videos. I'm going to be here all season long for Love Island. I am so ready to see what's gonna happen next. Some crash outs of what's gonna happen. But yeah, y'all, let's go ahead and get into this recap. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and get into it. So, the episode ended off and they didn't give us no preview. I still feel some type of way about that. Of Hutta telling Jeremiah about her being a mom. She finally told him what that second bedroom was for, because y'all remember in the first episode she said she had a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. He said, "Oh, you got a second bedroom?" And she was like, "I'll tell you later." So she finally told him. And I know my last video said Jeremiah reacted the way I thought he was, but he proved me wrong. I'll give him that one little thing. Okay? But I don't know if he's all the way in there. But he says that it's a lie. He's taken in because it is a lie, because he had said in like his confessional, one of his confessionals, in this situation, he's never been with a woman who had kids. So this is something very, very new to him. And honestly, and tell you the truth, I don't see Jeremiah. I really feel like, is it just me, y'all? I feel like Hutta really is trying to find a stepdad. I think she really is trying to find a stepdaddy for her child. And honey, coming on Love Island is not the show to be finding stepdad. You need to go to like a Parent and Me. I know they have Mommy and Me, but what's for the dads? I know some dads be at some Mommy and Me's because some single dads out here. Go find them there, but you ain't gonna find it here on Love Island, because I think she's the only person on here so far that has kids. No other guy said he had children unless Ace got some kids, or Nick. No, Nick probably got some kids running around here somewhere. But I'm just saying, nothing wrong with that, but it's like I just don't think coming on here is a way to find that. But then something he said that y'all didn't catch, he says, "Well, for right now, I still like you." Yeah, right now. So there's a chance he might leave, because this basically, I think like this thing, it's definitely a deal breaker. But I think what Jeremiah is thinking, and which he said, if you guys didn't catch it, he said, "Oh, when we get to the end, when we win this shit." And then she said, "Well, that's not what I'm thinking about." And then he had to catch himself telling some, "Oh yeah, no, that's not what we're thinking. That's what you thinking now." Now he's thinking that, okay, we're a good looking couple, and now that you're a mom, I think America's gonna fall in love with that. We're not falling in love with y'all right now, because y'all are on my nerves, both of y'all. And I think Hutta is making it worse for Jeremiah. If Jeremiah was with somebody else, I don't think he'd been this annoyed. I don't think he'd be this annoyed, because we only seen it with Hutta. He hasn't been with nobody else. He don't want to explore, even though he kept saying he explored with everybody else. You have not explored with nobody, Jeremiah. Stop lying. Okay? But yeah, so he actually takes it well, and he says, "You know what? I still want to be with you, even though I don't see it lasting." But we move on. So we go on to the next thing. All right, so we get I think this was Bella. You know what? Are they calling her Belle Dasher? I'm gonna call that bitch Bella. No, she's not. She's not a bitch. Sorry, Belle. Belair, Miss Belair goes and pulls Nick in for a little chat. And they're just like flirting and everything like that. And I think this is where she had told him that, she felt bad for going in on him the way she did. At the dock, when she said that she was like the cutoff queen. Bitch, you ain't, let me stop saying the B word. Girl, you ain't no cutoff queen, because you still chasing after him. Honey, if you gonna cut the man off, you should have cut him off and should have hopped on something else. You know what I'm saying? But they just flirting. And then while they're flirting, we see Sierra. She's like watching from a distance, saying that she doesn't like that, because it's kind of turning into a triangle, and she doesn't like that, because essentially Sierra is a bombshell, but she had to take the place of that that girl that got kicked off, that racist that got kicked off. And I see her as an OG now, so it's kind of weird now, but I kind of see where Sierra's coming from. So but I said, but Nick and Bella after that really don't talk about much. That's my thing. Like Nick and Bella's conversations be boring the fuck out of me, y'all. I know people be eating it up on Twitter because now Bella's kissing people, but even after her open up and kissing people, she still is dull. Her conversations with Nick don't excite me whatsoever. They don't. They don't. So then all of a sudden we see Sierra, she comes and pulls Nick to the side, and she's basically telling him, he's like, listen, you basically saying like, dude, make up your mind, okay? Because I can't keep doing this whole back and forth. Now, Sierra and Bella, I like both of y'all, but y'all need to come on. Y'all need to come on, okay? Because like, shoot, because y'all like Nick, but but then seeing that, like, what other guy in that villa can they chase? Like Austin? Hell no. Taylor? Hell no. And Ace wants Shelly, so that's gonna be embarrassing as fuck. And they're taller than Ace, so I don't think they want that neither. But yeah, so they basically just saying like, look, we need well, Sierra is basically saying you need to make up your mind. And then Nick with this whole like, oh, you're 70% and she's 30%, or it's 50-50, or it's 45 and you're what's the math? 60 something. Am I correct? Is the math? And y'all know what I'm trying to say. So they both equal up at 100, and he just keep putting them on these scales. It's like, Nick, stop with these scales, bro. Like, you pissing me off, okay? So yeah, that's basically happened. So yeah, and that's like the theme that carried through the rest of the episode, is Nick like bouncing from girl to girl and not knowing what he wants. Nick is just a freaky frog, and he wants to let his freak flag fly. Go ahead and do that, but like, be upfront with these girls, because that's what's pissing me off. He's not being upfront and honest with them. He's like, I feel like he's telling them in each situation. He's telling Bella what she wants to hear, and he's telling Sierra what she wants to hear, and then he thinks that he can just skate by. Like, nah, dude, because somebody's gonna end up getting hurt. So I just want Nick to be upfront and honest. That's all. But we move on to the next thing. Oh yeah, so we move on. It's nighttime. You know, everybody is getting ready to for the night. And oh, I forgot to point this out, y'all. I'm so sorry, my bad. So when Jeremiah and Huda was having that conversation, when she was telling him about the about her having a child, he said, "Do you want people to know?" So, but she didn't tell him that. I don't think she did, unless we missed something. She didn't tell him that she already told the girls. So he said, "Do you want people to find out?" She said, "I would want to tell them myself." And he said, "Okay, I'll respect that. I won't tell." We jump over to the night scene. Tell me why he goes and he takes his ass in that bedroom and he tells Bella, Huda is a mom. And she said, "Oh, so she told you." She said, "Oh, so you already knew." But that's not the fucking point, bro. She told you she didn't want you telling nobody. So you had to think of it as she didn't tell nobody up in that house. But then you ran your mouth and went and told her. See, this is why I don't like dudes like that. Loud ladies, take his. And Huda, I don't know if she ever find out. And if she did find out, she was gonna make an excuse for him. When you telling man, you tell your man, don't tell nobody what we just told you. He go off and tell, drop his ass, okay? Because I felt some kind of way about that. Like, I don't give a fuck if Bella already knew. You should have made it seem like Bella didn't know. Because what if Bella didn't know and then she went around telling everybody? Because Bella gives me the type that she gonna hop around and tell people when she hears some good hot tea. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Jeremiah, you drop down in my book. And then throughout all this what's her name, Huda brings Shelly to the side. She said she told Jeremiah, but she says that she feels like he was conflicted and she just didn't know. But she had said something like, "Oh, I want him to love me for me and love the mother in me," or some shit like that. I'm like, girl, what? Like, honey, you yourself as Huda, you're a mom. So if he can't just love like one side of you, he has to love all of you. He has to love the part of you that is a mom, because that is what you are. So yeah, like, honey, if you're having like all these emotions about it and you're not feeling right, that should tell you right there you're not supposed to be with this man. I'm just saying, like, that tells you right there you're not supposed to be with this man. I don't know if you just sit here just trying to be comfortable, because we don't know what other bombshells they're gonna bring in this house. I really want them, because I want them to bring in somebody for Jeremiah, but I really need them to bring somebody in that's gonna catch Huda's eye. You know who? You know what they should do? You know what they should do? They should go Huda's baby daddy. I don't know how their relationship ended. They need to bring her baby daddy up in their house as a bombshell. I'm calling it right now. Peacock, if you watching this, get Huda's baby daddy and put him on that show as a bombshell. Y'all will make good ass TV, because I need to know why they broke up, and I gotta see if he gonna first of all, I gotta see if he's cute or not. I'm guessing he is. And then I need to see if any of the other girls gonna hop on it. That will be some good ass TV, bitch. It'll be like X on the Beach, ho. X on the Beach meets Love Island. That's what it been. But yeah, so we move on. What else happened tonight? Oh, they just show everybody going to sleep. You know, the same old, same old. Everybody is just laying down, not really doing much, and then Huda and Jeremiah, they over there kissing and whatnot. Ugh. Anyways, move on to the next morning. The girls are in their makeup room getting ready. Like always, the guys are down there making breakfast. Ace brought up breakfast for Shelly King, and then Taylor comes and brings up breakfast for Elandria. And then why is Huda gonna sit her ass right there saying, I didn't get my breakfast? And then Taylor said, it's coming, just wait. And right when he said that, who walks in? Jeremiah. See, Huda, this is why we don't like pick me's. Like, girl, calm your ass down. Lord, but we move on. All right, y'all. So after that scene, we get Austin. He pulls Shelly in for a talk, and you guys know, if you've been watching my last videos on Love Island, I can't stand listening to Austin's voice. He is so cringy. Like, he talks like he is struggling to push something out of his mouth. Like, I can't take it. But he just basically says, does Shelly see him, the romantic thing lasting? She finally says no. Like, this is what we've been wanting her to say since day fucking one. Austin, no, it was never going to be there. So now Austin, I feel like Austin is like one of the main ones. Like, Austin and Charlie, can we get them up out of here, please? Austin and Charlie are the main ones struggling, trying to find some kind of connection in this house. Like, none of these girls want them for real. None of them. It will, except the mom show that's coming in later. But the OGs right now, none of them want them. None of them. But yeah, so then we move on, and then speaking of Charlie, we jump over to a scene of him. He is sitting in the villa, just sitting there by himself, like not trying to talk to none of the girls. Like, and they even brought that up. Who was that brought that up? I think that was Elandria. She brought it up to Shelly. She said, Charlie, like, why aren't you doing this? Like, you need to start doing something. You need like try to make some connections. And yeah, like, rightfully so, dude. Like, what you doing? You on Love Island, and you're from the UK, and you're on Love Island USA. You ain't making your country look good, because they are messy over there on Love Island UK. But anyway, so all of a sudden, we see Charlie. He wants to talk to Shelly and pull her to the side. And right as he's about to go and talk to her, they get a text. So they have a little challenge going on. It's like something, a spin on baseball about home runs. And then the girls are in the makeup room, and they get like multiple texts. I think they are like 5 texts saying that they need to pick their bases. So who's going to be first, second, third, and fourth base. So they're putting together that fourth base has to be like the best one that you want to pick. So the girls have to like lock in their answers. So then they go over to this little area. I don't know where they was at. And then they all like, it's like this little cute little setup, and they do like baseball. So then basically I forgot, like, I was like kind of really confused on how it worked, because they were doing different things in different sections. I just saw some popcorn. I was like, what is this? And then I saw like some popsicles and everything like that. So I just think, but essentially they all, in the bases that they all were doing the exact same thing, like just kissing and like being freak nasty with each other, until like the last one. I think you had to be the most freakiest, I'm guessing. Oh, and then before we got there, so why did because they said they had to pick 4 guys, and mind you, I think there's 6 guys there. Yeah, 6 guys. So they had to pick 4 guys. So why did Huda say, of course the girls are gonna pick Jeremiah? I mean, look at him, he's fine. And spoiler alert, none of the OGs picked Jeremiah. Huda, I don't think your man is as what you think he is. I think Huda feel like she got like the flyest dude up in that house. And honey, I think they all the girls there think that see that Jeremiah ain't shit. So Huda, you probably need to keep those kind of comments to yourself, boo. Just saying. But yeah, we go there. I'm not gonna jump through who was at each base because it was too many rounds. So I'm just gonna like talk about like the really big moments and who was the last person that they picked. So Huda, she first, of course. I don't think she kissed anybody. Yeah, she didn't really kiss anybody. I think she was just like, rubbing, dancing and everything on people. She gets Jeremiah. Jeremiah's her for 4th base. They start kissing, whatever, yada yada yada. The next person we have is Landria, I think. Elandria, she started shaking some ass on. I forgot who she shook that ass on. Was it Nick? She shook her ass on somebody, and I like that thing was thanging. Okay. And then her last person, of course, was Taylor. I still stand by what I say, y'all. I don't see a romantic connection between Elandria and Taylor. I don't see it. I see it more like a brother sister vibe. I've been saying that forever, and I'm gonna keep saying it. I just don't see it, and especially this episode. We are seeing so much more of Elandria. Why am I calling her Elandria? That she just gives me so much grown, mature, and Taylor gives me very like young and just having fun. And I just don't think he can like like not tame her. I think she's like too much of a woman for him right now. So yeah, but it was actually kind of cute, that they actually are still, doing their thing. The next person that goes, I think, is Sierra. She goes, she like is doing busting down, doing the splits. Like Sierra, she got some moves. I love Sierra. She is like a really chill girl. That's why I don't want her to go. Please, on Sunday, I don't want Sierra going. I don't want none of them going. None of these five girls. I've grown to love all of them. Like Sierra is the original in our hearts, because we don't speak about the other girl. Yeah, but Sierra, like, she just started twerking and backing it up on people, and they all were liking it. Nick was liking it especially. She gets to Nick, and of course they start making out, and I was like, because Nick had like I think he like pulled her hair or something like that, and like grabbed her or something like that. It was like really really aggressive. Like, okay, Nick, like Nick is really a freak. Like, y'all can't tell me that Nick is not a freak leak, okay? Oh Lord. And then the next person we got is Shelly. She I just forgot. I just remember like her lineup. I remember Charlie being a lot of the girls' first picks and everything like that. She does her thing. She's going shaking that ass and everything like that, looking good. And then Ace is her fourth base, and he said, "Bring your ass over to me." And they start kissing. I was like, oh my god, they are cute, but I still, for right now, I see for Ace and Shelly in the future, if both of them are still going to be here, which they ain't going nowhere. But as of right now, I'm still not on the Ace and Shelly train, because I just see Ace just wanting to explore and just be with every bombshell that comes in his house. I think Ace just wants to explore every bombshell that comes in that house, and Shelly ain't gonna be down with that shit. So that's why I don't see it for them right now. But if they end up like somehow able to bring this love story together later on in the season, I'm definitely gonna be for it. I'm just not really seeing it right now. I'm just not all into it. But I still love them. I love their energy. They are very cute together, and I'm all here for black love. Then the next person we have, who's the next person? Did I go through all the main ones? Oh, okay. So the last person we got Miss Bel Air. Now I'm thinking, because you know how she came onto the show, right? She said, "Don't kiss me on lips, kiss me on the cheek," because she don't want to be kissing people like on the first day or something like that. And I was like, "Are you gonna be like this the whole time when we have kissing challenges?" Because they have nothing but kissing challenges on Love Island. So Bella goes up there, like the first one she go to, I think it was Charlie. She starts tonguing Charlie down. I was like, Bella, oh my god, like Bella, like this, like girl, it's always the innocent, quiet ones. It's always the Christian ones too. Have you guys noticed that? Always the ones that are be holy are the like the freakiest ones. Like it's always like the preacher's daughters, or the deacon's sons or something like that. That's always like the freakiest ones on the low. That's what makes me think, like, Bella, were you lying in that game talking about some you only had one body count? I'm not trying to say, I'm just saying, like, Bella, like the way she was up there acting, like, unless like her last relationship that was like the most experience she had, and then that's just how she is. She just naturally has like some kind of like sex appeal. But she was doing her thing. She go up to somebody and like bites them, and they started laughing. Was it Taylor or was it Ace? It was one of them. She bites one of them, and they were shocked by that and were laughing. Then we get to Nick. Nick was her fourth base, and then she goes and just gives Nick like the kiss of his life, and Nick was like, the rest of the episode, Nick was hypnotized after that. Like that's when Nick said, "Okay, I think that's when Nick's 70-30 went up to 50-50 after that kiss." That's what it was. That's what it was. Nick, you ain't slick. So yeah, that's over, right? So they're thinking, the game is over. Nope. We get two new bombshells, and the bombshells, I'm telling y'all right now, they ain't. They're not bombshelling. They barely did when Sierra and what's his face came up in here. No offense, because I've grown to really really like Sierra. Charlie, get the fuck out of here. You a Trump supporter. Yeah, that was his name, Charlie. But we have these two new girls. We have Sierra. No, not Sierra. What's her name? Hannah and Amaya. Hannah is the blonde girl. So we finally got our first blondie of the season, because you know how they love bringing blonde girls in here. And I was surprised when I saw the initial cast how there were no blondies on here. And what's her face? What's her name? Bel Air don't count because she's not a natural blonde. But they had no blondies on here, and she was blonde, okay? And then we have Amaya. She's from New York. She's very beautiful in some capacity, because like when I look at her, like she has an amazing body. Her eyes are very mesmerizing. Both of them, Hannah and Amaya, they're cute. They're cute at most. They're very cute. Are they giving bombshells? Hell no. But so far, I am enjoying their vibes. They seem like very great girls, especially Amaya. She seems like a cool girl, and Hannah seems like just one of those fun blonde girls who just likes to get naked, and you know what I'm saying. That's what she gives me. That's what Hannah gives me. But they come in there, and then all of a sudden they get to play the games too. Now, this is where shit got sticky. So of course they're not in the house. They don't know what's going on. So Hutta, when she saw the bombshell, she immediately got upset because she thought that one of them, at least one of them, was gonna pick Jeremiah. Oh, I meant to say that. The OG girls for like their fourth base, and I don't even think for like their plays in general, none of them picked Jeremiah. He was not nobody's first, second, third, or fourth base. He was only Hutta's fourth base. But none of the other girls wanted Jeremiah. So Hutta, you did all that for what? When it came to the whole OGs, I think the OGs have now established that Jeremiah is off limits because they don't want them. I don't know if they want them problems, but they just don't want that drama surrounding them when it comes to Hutta and Jeremiah. But the new girls, they don't know what the fuck is going on. So they go up there and they pick their bases. Now Hannah first went up. Now I forgot who her last one was. I want to say it was Nick. I think Nick was her fourth base, but she did pick Jeremiah as one of her bases. And Jeremiah was sitting there like trying to not touch the girl as much. And then Hutta was sitting there like the camera kept panning over to her. And Hutta was sitting there just seething, bitch. Just seething and mad and everything like that. Girl, everybody else is over there like having fun and she's sitting there like this. Like, girl, get the fuck over. It's a game. Day freaking 4. Like, girl, calm your tits. All right. So then that happens. So then the last girl, Amaya, she goes and she picks Jeremiah as her fourth base. Now, this is where we saw Hutta get nasty, bitch. Like, she got real nasty. I think she's like the mean girl of the season. Like the mean girl that y'all was trying to say Alandria was, which she wasn't. That's what Hutta's doing. So where y'all at now? Okay. But yeah, I just know that I forgot what her lineup was, but I know Ace was her third base because Ace, he is so fucking messy. Like, but I love Ace in right now because he's giving me so much life because he's bringing the mess. Like, he's picking on Jeremiah like just shitting on him, and I'm just here for every second of it. So after she was done with Ace, she goes over to Jeremiah, and Ace was like, "Yeah, I'm ready for this." She goes over and jumps in Jeremiah's arms and start kissing him, but Jeremiah is not really giving much back. It was kind of cringy to watch because Jeremiah was not reciprocating. Like, it's like he was just sitting there taking it while she was doing all the work. And then they shoot over to Hutta, and she's just staring right at them. And then Alandria is trying to like cover her eyes. She'd be like, I don't know if you want to see. I think she was like trying to be very jokey. And then why did Hutta go and smack Alandria's hands out of the way? I was like, bitch, excuse me, like, that couldn't be me, could not be me, But Alandria, she's more of a woman than me, but I'm a woman, but Alandria's more of a woman. Like, she handles stuff maturely. I don't do that. I'm very childish. Okay. So then all of a sudden Hutta is sitting there like about to like having a fucking panic attack, about to start busting down the tears after she saw that kiss. And then she jumps into her confessionals talking about you don't know what me and Jerry, do you not know what me and Jeremiah has? Like, bitch, no, she don't know what y'all have. She just got there. She got there 2 minutes ago. Like, she don't know shit. And then it's talking about I don't know if it was this situation or was it later. I could be wrong, but I'm gonna bring it up now so I won't forget. Talking about oh, look at me and look at her. Hutta, you are very beautiful. You're a beautiful girl. The body is tea. I've been saying that. Like, I can't take that away from her. But let's not do that, because Amaya is a really cute girl, and the only difference is Amaya didn't get any work done to herself. Let's clock that T, okay? So yeah, the game ends, and then they're off. They go off to the back to the villa. The two bombshell girls, Hannah and Amaya, they talking to the guys while the girls are over there talking. It's basically Hutta just venting and crying, like, like, I can't believe I kissed somebody after I told him what I told him last night. Like, girl, shut the fuck up. But she ends up telling Sierra, because Sierra didn't know, which I didn't catch. Sierra doesn't know that that Hutta is a mom. She said, so I told him this last night, and for him to do that, it's really fucked up. Like, oh my god. So then we jump over to the two bombshells talking to the guys. They basically ask them about themselves, where they're from, the usual. They ask them like who exactly they're feeling. They ask them like what's going on, and they somebody has said, well, Jeremiah is basically married, and then Maya says, like, married on day 4? Really? Like, yeah, crazy, right? And then so she says that she is open to knowing Jeremiah. And in this moment, you can tell the people that caught her eye was Ace and Jeremiah. Like, the rest of them was like going to the side, right? So then all of a sudden the other girls, they come and get Hannah and Amaya, and they bring them over, and they just basically have some girl talk. So as they walk away, the guys are having a little talk. All of a sudden they start dancing. All of a sudden, I'm like, what the fuck was that? And then they asked Nick. So Nick, after they said who shocked you guys the most in the little game today? They said Bella. And then they turned to Nick. They said, Nick, how are you feeling about what Bella did? And then he said, I mean, yeah, it was like, 70, Sierra and 30 Bella. But after that today, it's 50-50. And they start cheering. It's like, I don't like that at all. I don't like that whole Nick doing that whole 50-50 shit. I hate it. I hate it so much. Can it come to an end, please? I just want him to pick one of them and somebody be coupled up with somebody else, because Bella currently right now is single. He just need to like pick one and then let it go. But we know if they send another bombshell up in this house, Nick is gonna hop on it. Trust and believe that. But then so then we move on to the next scene, y'all. All right, y'all. So then, we're getting closer to the end of the episode. We got the night scene. Everyone's getting ready, getting dressed. Everyone's looking good. So then the first conversation we get is Austin talking to the new girl, Hannah. When Austin talk is always... I think Austin is just happy because he got him a full-fledged white woman up in that bitch. And the blonde girl don't even want Austin. That's my thing. Why is Austin still here? Can we please vote? Can we just vote Austin out of the house right now? Like, why is Sunday coming up and we have to vote a woman out? Why can't we vote a guy out? Austin, get the fuck out of the villa. Like, I'm tired of you. So anyway, yeah, I'm not about to break down the whole conversation because she was not interested in Austin one bit. So then we jump over to Amaya. She's talking to Ace and they're having a really good conversation. Ace is saying how she's like very beautiful. He's actually asking her about herself. She says that she's a nurse, which Nick is a nurse too, so I wonder if Nick wants to kind of explore that. Just saying, they can be nurses together. So then they just basically talking about each other. He's saying how she has a nice smile, she has beautiful eyes, she has a really nice laugh. I did notice that she was laughing a lot. I said, honey, I hope she don't do that the rest of the season because that's going to annoy me. Well, if she's still going to be here. And then that's what I did notice, like her eyes are very mesmerizing, like they are beautiful. And is Amaya mixed with something? She gives me kind of like Island. Does she not have an accent to y'all? I could be tripping, but I could have swore I thought she had like a little bit of accent. It was really cute, really, really cute. So yeah, she's basically doing her thing, just talking. So as her and Ace are talking, we see Shelly and Hutter. They walk past them, and then Hutter is like giving like Amaya like the nastiest side eye. Oh, wait, I done skipped over something, y'all. Oh, see, I'm on this. It's really late. Before they went down to for when they was all getting ready for the nighttime scenes, Amaya had said that she wants to explore Jeremiah. She said that in front of Hutter. And Hutter said, oh, you can go ahead and do that. Like, girl, just be honest. You don't want her doing that. So I think that's probably why that's why Hutter was still feeling some type of way the rest of this night scene, because Amaya had just said that. I just had to throw that in there. So yeah, Amaya, like early before they got ready, said that she's open and she wants to get to know Jeremiah. Well, she should, because it's day freaking 4 and like she's a bombshell. So that's what she's in there. She wants to do. And if she sees something she likes, she gonna go in there and get it. Like, shit, let her do her thing. And it's giving drama and I'm here for it. So yeah, so then Shelly and Hutter are walking by, like again, she's giving Amaya like the nastiest side eye, and then Shelly's saying like how she's feeling about Amaya, what Amaya said earlier. And she says, and then like this is like the upteen time that she done called Amaya a bitch. I think at this point she done called Amaya a bitch like 5 to 6 times right now, like calling this girl out her name. And I don't even think like she's really has went and acknowledged this girl. She's just saying, I don't know her, I don't like her, and I don't want to get to know her. It's like, well, girl, get to know her and you might actually like her. Like, honey, Jeremiah is really not yours. He's not yours. And I guarantee you, they gonna throw somebody in that villa that's gonna catch his eye. He said a foreign girl or a Latina. Hannah is a white blonde girl, and Amaya, from what I'm understanding, is black. I don't know if she's mixed with something else, but she is a black girl. So they didn't give us no foreigners or no Latinas. But I bet you when a Latina walks her fat ass, that nice jiggly booty up in that damn villa, Jeremiah gonna fold like a pretzel, bitch. I'm telling you, that's gonna happen. That is going to happen. Like, stamp this now. It's gonna happen. So yeah, that's the whole thing. So she just basically telling Shelly, she says she feels like Amaya has these interior motives. Like, girl, she's a bombshell. That's what she's in there to do. Like, have you not watched this show? Like, do you not know what show you on? It seems like you don't know what show you on. Yeah, and since she just like venting to Shelly about this, just basically saying how she just don't like Amaya, even though you had not really had a conversation with this girl, not to dislike her and everything like that. And then we jump over to a confessional of Shelly, and she basically saying like, girl, Jeremiah is not going nowhere. And at this point, I could be reading too much into it. At this point, you can kind of tell Shelly, I'm not sure with Elandria because we don't, because it seems like Huda's like really venting all this shit to Shelly because Shelly is more understanding. I'm guessing you can tell that Shelly is kind of getting annoyed with Huda. Like you could tell, like I feel like at one point Shelly is gonna explode on Huda. I don't know when, and I don't know when it's gonna happen. I don't know how, but I just have a strong feeling that later on in the season Shelly is definitely gonna end up turning up on Huda because she gonna end up doing the most and it's gonna piss some people off. And if she's not gonna be the one to do it, Elandria can be the one to do it. But I don't want Elandria to do it because y'all trying to put that thing out there about her being a mean girl. So Shelly has to be the one that calls her out on her shit because this is ridiculous, okay? And I don't know how many times Shelly got to keep telling your ass to explore, bitch, okay? So anyway, so then we jump over to another scene. What scene happened out of this? Oh yeah, I finally remember what happened, y'all. How can I forget this scene? So we get Bella. She again is pulling Nick to the side, and they're just talking. They're basically talking about what happened later today when they did that little challenge with the base challenge. And he said that it really shocked him seeing her like kissing, because he wanted to be her first kiss in the villa and everything, and how the way she acted kind of turned him on, running game, right? So they just talking, like, I would say at this moment, out of all the conversations so far we've seen with Nick and Bella, this the one I was actually fully interested in because it wasn't just a big pile of dough, okay? So then it just ended off with them like, smiling at each other, and then they just start like tonguing each other down, just kissing, making out, just all that kind of stuff. It was really, really cute. Really, really cute. But Belle, get away from Nick. He doesn't really want you for real. He just is just attracted to you. And I really want to hope, because I've seen some people say this on Twitter, I want to really hope that Bella is actually doing this because she does like Nick and not because she doesn't want to get voted off the island for not being coupled up. Because I said this in my last review, on my last episode review. I said it seems like Bella is a really big fan of the show, and she does not want to be like one of the OGs that gets out because they're not coupled up. So I think she's trying to like make it work because Nick was the first person that she was coupled up with, and she thought she had a little thing and she thought he was cute and everything like that. I just feel like Bella is just trying to keep Nick in her pocket so she can stay longer. That's what it's seeming like to me. That's what it's seeming like to me, and everything like that. Because I feel like if somebody else walks into the house that catches Bella's eye, because she was kind of quick to go over to Charlie, but then she was like having feelings for Nick again, I'm guessing. I feel like Bella and Charlie, I don't see Bella and Nick staying together long term, because I think either Nick is gonna F it up or Bella is gonna find somebody else that really kind of likes her for her and not just liking her because of how she looks. Because we'll be honest with you, Bella really ain't got no personality either because she's kind of dull. So damn, it's bad to say they can only like her for her looks. I'm sorry, shit. But they end up kissing. We jump over, we get a scene between Charlie and Hannah. I don't give a fuck. I'm skipping over it because Charlie don't matter. Can he get the fuck out of the house too? Take Austin with him, okay? So then we get to our last scene of the night. So not Hannah, what's her name? Bella pulls Elandria. They have a little chat, and she basically says, me and Nick, we were talking and we kissed and everything like that. And like she is just literally just saying all this with stars in her eyes and like saying, like looking bubbly, saying like things she has her happily ever after, telling Elandria how good it was. Meanwhile, man, the editors are so messy. Now I don't know if this actually was happening at the same time she was doing this, but who cares? It made for a good storyline. In the midst of all this, Nick is downstairs and he says, "Hey, can we go for a chat and speak easy?" So of course she goes, and he says, "Cheers to us, second night for us being a couple, right?" So then they just in there just flirting, right? So after like they get up and Sierra says, "Do you want to go to the photo booth?" And so far what we've seen in the photo booth, it gets freaky in there between Nick and Sierra, right? So all of a sudden they take them now. The last pictures they took was like actually really cute, but it's like this time these photos were like extra raunchy, like it was like Playboy-esque and everything like that. Like she was straddling all on him, and then the last photo, all she did was get on top of him. If y'all remember how Nicki Minaj looked in her Anaconda single photo, that's how she looked on top of Nick. And then all of a sudden Nick is like grabbing her ass, and he starts tonguing her down, and Nick is in his confessional saying, "Man, it's hard. It's still 50-50 and all this other kind of stuff." It's like, Nick, get your shit together, bro. But that's where the episode ends, y'all. This episode was messy. It's getting really messy, and the drama is coming. I'm so here for it. The only thing I would say is these bombshells, I'm sorry, they need to pick it up because these bombshells ain't doing it for me. They not doing it for me. The bombshells last season was fire. This season so far, I'm not gagging. I'm not gagging at all, y'all. But yeah, we don't have new episode tomorrow. We have the After Sun, and then Sunday we got the recoupling, and we're gonna see who the fuck is finally about to get off the villa. I really don't want it to be Sierra or Bella, because people are trying to make it seem like it's gonna be either Sierra or Bella. It's gonna be, because they're saying that two people are leaving. Is that true? If it's two people leaving, it's either gonna be one of the new bombshells or Bella and Sierra. It just depends on who Nick picks. And at this point, I don't know who Nick is gonna pick. People are saying Bella, but I don't know. But I feel like whoever gives Nick the draws first, that's who he's gonna pick. I'm saying. But yeah, I just don't want none of the originals to go just yet, because I've really grown to like them. These bombshells, like I said, they're not bombshelling, so honestly, they can go. Both of them can go back home. Bye. Both of them can go. And then yeah, y'all, that's what we have. But I'm really ready for the rest of the season. I'm gonna be here Sunday night. You guys, Sunday nights when I do my Zeus content. So more than likely I'm going to post the episode for Love Island probably that night, because I typically with my Zeus content I posted the next day. So probably Sunday night is when I'm gonna post the Sunday's episode, and then you guys know the rest of my everything that looks at my other videos. My Zeus content is gonna be there too. But yeah, before I get up out of here, y'all remember, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Okay, please thumbs up the video, because it does push the videos out there. Let's go ahead and get this engagement up and get my Love Island videos out there, because again, I am going to be here all season long, so let's make the most of it. So that's all I got for you guys this episode, and I'll see you guys Sunday. Bye.